Power 92. We are #1 in the streets.
That's right. Good to be straight here on your radios, right here on Power 92, the station that's been busting since 2001. And yes, on the line right now, I got Mr. Everything, Harper, philanthropist, author, entrepreneur. He just does everything, man. And he acts too, you know what I'm saying? And I got the financial enchantress, Najah Roberts, on the line right about now. We're going to talk about cryptocurrency and what to do with your stimmy. All right. So welcome to the show, people.
Thank you so much. It's an incredible day. We're so happy to be here with you and be here with Najah to talk about the blackwallstreet.com, to talk about what we're doing, the digital wallet, and how important this information is for us, for our community. And this is just an incredible day for us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having us. We are excited to share.
Definitely. So first off, talk to me about the Digital Financial Revolution National Bus Tour. Now, what is that all about?
Well, sir, since you asked, we are on a mission to educate our community about all things digital. And as our hashtag says, the revolution will be digitized. So we're going to hit a bunch of different markets all across the United States, starting from California all the way up into Massachusetts. We're going to wind up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But in all of these different markets, we're going to make sure that people understand the basics of cryptocurrency and how to download and utilize this Black Wall Street wallet, which is the first digital wallet that is Black owned. And it is fabulous. So we're going to teach everybody how to do that. And that's what this whole tour is about. And we'll be giving away some Bitcoin to those individuals that are learning about it on our way.
And what's so important to know is that, folks, this is a movement. It's not just a digital wallet. It's not just a company. This is a movement around us actually understanding that as the world is moving out of paper money into digital currency, into digital money, and using digital wallets, that we as the Black community have to be more intentional and think about our spend. And so we're creating an ecosystem of exchange within our community. What does that mean? Right now, we're living in a world where a dollar leaves the Black community within 6 to 7 hours. If we don't do something and own our own digital wallets and use each other's wallets and send to each other, a dollar will be leaving the community within 6 to 7 seconds. So we have to understand that our power lies in group economics and in working together. That's why we need people to go to theblackwallstreet.com. That's theblackwallstreet.com. Put in your email address. That's our landing page to sign up to be the first people to have this digital wallet, get some Satoshis in your wallet, and start building wealth for your family and your community.
That's what I'm talking about. And now, when you talked about group economics, it's unfortunate that situation happened in Tulsa, when we had all those Black people coming together to have their own community and businesses together. But for the people who might not know what happened in Tulsa, give them a little history rundown.
Okay, here's the real quick history. O.W. Gurley bought 35 blocks. Some people say it's 40 acres, but it was actually more than 40 acres. And instead of saying, I own this all myself, he said, how can I create prosperity for more Black folk? So he basically did what they call reverse redlining. He said, I want Black people to come. I'm going to give you a loan to open up your own hotels. Instead of him saying, I'm going to own a hotel, I'm going to give you a loan so you can open up your own and own it. I'm going to give you a loan so you can own your own house. And so we had over 1,200 homes and businesses on these 35 blocks called the Greenwood District outside of Tulsa. And it was the most prosperous group or community for African Americans in the country, period, until the largest race riot and most deadly race riot in the history of this country, May 31st, 1921 through June 1st, 1921. 300 African Americans were killed, buried in mass graves. Over 800 were put in internment camps. All of the businesses, the banks, the money was stolen. Not one insurance claim has ever been paid. We have to understand that how destructive this event was, yet that's why Najah, myself, and a number of other folks have worked hard to rebuild the Black Wall Street and all of the pillars that it represents in a digital form, a form that can't be burned down. can't be taken from us, can't be stolen from us. And we can use the same principles that they used in the brick and mortar version 100 years ago to build wealth for all of us collectively.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And then speaking about brick and mortar, Najah, your company is the only brick and mortar where you can come and buy Bitcoin and digital currency, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And the reason why we set it up this way, so for those of you that are new to cryptocurrency, there are places called exchanges that you can go online and purchase your cryptocurrency. But what we wanted to do is be right here in the community, in the neighborhood, to give the 65 million individuals, black and brown, that are out here that don't have access to bank accounts. So they can't get a bank account, or they don't have one to be able to purchase cryptocurrency. And so we have a brick and mortar where they can come in with their $5, their $500, their $5,000, whatever they need to do, and actually transact. Because this cryptocurrency space is about access that we've never been given in the traditional way. And so in order for us to meet people where they are, we have to be in the neighborhood. And so that's what we're doing. And we're planning on putting this all across the US. And as we do this tour, we're going to be scouting for folks that want to build silicon hoods along with Brother Hill and myself. We are going to really revolutionize and change the game, because this is about access. This is about self-sovereignty. This is about us being in control of our destiny and changing the trajectories of our families. And it starts right here again in the neighborhood. So that's
the revolution will be digitized.
Yes, it will. Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about, people. For everybody who is very interested in jumping into the crypto world, right? I've been talking to my son about cold storages. All right. So what are the best cold storage devices that we can go and pick up so we can come to your store and put our Bitcoin or digital currency on?
Absolutely. So as far as storages are concerned, first and foremost, we have this Black Wall Street wallet that is about to drop.
Okay.
So this is the first ever, again, wallet that is going to have some phenomenal features where you can store your cryptocurrency. So that's number one. So that's not what I call a cold storage wallet, but I want to say that because there has been particular care and concern to make sure that, as Hill stated, that our digital dollars don't leave our communities within 6 seconds, right? So we're going to start with that Black Wall Street wallet. But then when we talk about cold storages, one of the ones that I'm utilizing, and because they support our community, and I'm actually one of the only retail distributors in the US, is Ledger. I like that because it gives us an opportunity to compartmentalize our savings. So if you have a child, just as you stated, you can make that Bitcoin wallet in their name. But again, because of the security features and the things that we're setting up with the Black Wall Street wallet, we will be able to be comparable to those ledgers and those trezors. So I just want to make sure you know that, because we are doing this with our people in mind, and we want to just make sure that our folks are in control of their Bitcoin. And so, but yes, if you're asking specifically, we absolutely deal with Ledger. Ledger supports our community, and but this Black Wall Street wallet is something to be reckoned with. So just watch it. Watch.
The blackwallstreet.com. Go to that website right now. Get some information, put your email address in there. That's what you got to do right now. Go to it. I know you're watching us online and you're listening to us in the car right quick. So pull over to the side. All right. Go to this website right now, theblackwallstreet.com. All right. Put your email address in there, and so you can get this information so you can be the first in line to get this. Is for us in our community. I've been speaking about this for a long time, especially about group economics. You know, you said it earlier. We don't keep our money in the hood. We always go outside the hood to go shopping. And the reason why we have desolate areas is because ain't no money there. We don't keep any money there. So this is the time for the change, people. You know,
it is. And I'll tell you another way. You can text us at 918-262-4604. That's 918-262-4604. I'll hit you right back, And if you want to talk to Najah, I'll connect you with Najah. You text her, you text me or Najah, doesn't matter. Just text us. Part of the point here is that the way we win is coming together.
Absolutely.
Working together. We have to stop working in our silos. We all are connected and we all are equal. That's why, boom, text me if you got a question, if you got an issue. We are going to have a platform that is responsive to the people. As we're building it, we want to hear back from folks. Say, hey, I wish you had this, or can you do this, or would this be? This is all of us owning this together, right? All of us working together to create the best solution for each other. That's what true group economics and collective economics is when everyone brings their best self, communicates with transparency, and we create solutions to solve problems and elevate people. And that's why partnering with Najah is so important in just being on this platform that we're on right now to be able to reach more people is so critical. So go to thebblackwallstreet.com, put in your email address for sure, or text 918-262-4604, and we'll hit you right back.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now I got a question. NFTs has been really popping in social media. Everybody's talking about it. Please give us some details about this thing right here.
So I guess I'll start with that because I am a firm believer in what NFTs can do for our neighborhoods. We have so many artists that have been taken advantage of. We have so many, and I'm talking about the music artists in that respect, that have been taken advantage of. They've been told that they've only sold 1 million albums when in fact they've sold 50 million albums. And we have always had to trust other people to tell us how much commission we're supposed to be getting, what our cut is. And with this new NFT space, it allows our artists, our music artists, to hold on to their masters, to be in control of their music, to let it go as they wish. They control their destiny. So I just absolutely love it from that respect. Then you have our unsung artists that do their painting and their craft, and they put their livelihood and their whole being into these pieces, and nobody ever knows that they exist. This is a space where, if done correctly, they can disseminate their artwork in a digital sense and get it out there, get the money they deserve. Because some of these brothers and sisters, oh my goodness, are just so talented. And this allows them to display it. This allows them to sell it. But then it also allows them to, again, be in control of the distribution. And I believe that for our community, this is what we needed, something where we don't have to trust that we sold what they told us we sold, or trust that they've gotten this certain amount of money, but then we found out later they've gotten something else and given us a little piece of the pie. So NFTs is going to afford our community an opportunity to do so many things. And I think it does. It's more than just the arts and those sorts of things. We're looking at, and you're all seeing, how some of these basketball moments are being sold. And unfortunately, the basketballs are, and I don't want to get into that, but they're being sold and our athletes are not seeing any of those funds. And so we've got to get ahead of this thing and really understand, as our, as our basketball and football players are performing and some of these other things, how we can really get in front of this space and really make sure that our people utilize the NFTs to the magnitude they need to, in order to make sure that they're securing everything for their future and the children and the community. Because, when we know better, we do better. And this is an opportunity for us to do something that no one even really understood just a few months ago. As you said, it's a hot topic. NFTs are collectibles. So if you're in the collectible space, then this is good for you. And I want to make sure that I give that differential. So if you're in this thing for wealth, if you're in this crypto space for wealth or for longevity, and I always say this is a marathon and not a sprint. Mm-hmm. You're into Bitcoin, you're into the actual coins. NFT is more of a collectible type thing. So that's just stuff that you do when you have a little bit of spare money that you want to play with, like that beautiful picture on Hill's wall behind him. That could possibly be a digital NFT. It could be a screen where there's, his collections that are going through. So those are the two different differentials. So I want people to really understand when we're talking about NFTs, we're not talking about holding them for a wealth, to gain wealth for your family. It is for a collectible. Maybe it's that piece of art. Maybe it's, whatever it is that you're looking to collect. You do those things. But when we're talking about actual creation of wealth, a store of value, then we're talking about Bitcoin and the Black Wall Street wallet, where you store it, where you hold it, where you're not trying to flip it, where you're not trying to get rich quick. Because I thoroughly believe that cryptocurrency, this entire ecosystem is phenomenal, but this cryptocurrency, and not all of them, but some of them are going to be the sole way that we close the wealth gap that exists. But we got to have somewhere to store it. We got to be safe about it. And again, it's got to trickle back into our community. So we're methodically putting that together. NFTs is coming. We're teaching our babies at Crypto Kids Camp how to do NFTs and set it up. So we're going to make sure that our community is ahead of the crypto curve, as my podcast was saying.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, Hill, let me talk to you about entrepreneurship and your passion, because you built a brand called Be the Architect, and it's a skincare brand, exactly, right?
Yes.
Tell me, for the people, all about passion. When you had a situation where you needed to have skincare products that were organic, and you created the business. But give us a story about that, about building on your passion and about some things you wanted to solve.
Absolutely. If there's a theme that's running through this conversation, I think that people can hear what it is, and it's about ownership. It's about self-sovereignty. It's about understanding that the power truly is in the community. People are always talking about, I'm trying to get the bag, or I want the bag. The community is the bag. That's what we gotta reframe our thinking, right? And so if we're not owning it, the money runs out and the value runs out automatically. And so that's why when I identified a problem with so many of these skincare products were being aimed at our community that were still hurting us, like baby oil. People, I say, what do you put on your kids? Because my son's 5 years old, but back then when I was thinking about the skincare line, he was a little baby. So what do you put on your kids? Oh, I put on baby oil. I said, you know what baby oil is? Yeah, that's mineral oil, dog. I said, well, okay, do you know what mineral oil is? Oh, it's oil with minerals? I was like, no, mineral oil is a made up name. Mm. Baby oil is just a petroleum byproduct. This is why it's so cheap. It's actually what comes out when they're refining real oil. They get this byproduct, and then they say, oh, let's just sell it to people, call it mineral oil. And it's like, it's ridiculous that we're not educated to know that. And that's why when you think about, my baby's got eczema, it won't, you keep rubbing on but that's a whole other thing. The point is I started that company because we wanted to solve a problem, but we also wanted to own the means of distribution, own the company. And what Najah's been talking about, what we've been talking about, is this idea of ownership, and what technology has finally turned the corner on. That's why things are moving so fast in all of these spaces, because technology has finally broken down all of these barriers to entry that existed before. So if you're a young brother or sister out there, or an old brother or sister out there, or a middle-aged brother, it doesn't matter, and you have an intuition of something you want to do, look at technology first as a means of distribution and own it yourself. Use other means, such as the Black Wall Street, to use your wallet and accept your payments, so that we're recirculating those dollars. The point becomes, and then we start supporting you, saying, hey, you're one of the first businesses on our platform that's accepting exclusively Black Wall Street, money through Black Wall Street. We're going to start promoting you. You see how that works? If we own these means of distribution, we can start supporting each other. But if we're always walking out with handout, and we need, hey, will you help me distribute this product? Or can you help? No. We don't need it. We can create our own economies now with the technology that exists. That's why people are so scared. When I say people, I'm talking about other people. Because They know that they can't replicate what we do. They can't replicate our culture. They've been ripping us off. 95% of the financial products introduced into the Black and brown communities are predatory on their face or hidden predatory. Payday lenders, rent-to-own shop, check cashing spots. All of these things are predatory. We're getting ripped off on a daily basis. the blackwallstreet.com can end payday lending. Done.
Oh
Over.
man.
Billions of dollars just disappearing out of our community. We can keep it in. And you
Absolutely.
can repurpose that money and buy Bitcoin with it. You can repurpose that money and invest in a business. You can repurpose that money and just invest in yourself and your education. And rather than the 18 or 20% on a daily basis, that adds up to 400, 500, 600%. How can you build wealth if 600% of your money is disappearing out of the community on a monthly basis? You can't.
You can't. And that's why this conversation is definitely needed. The blackwallstreet.com. Go to that website right now. This wallet is definitely needed because, there's been a lot of scammy kind of situations that's happening to people, just like the paycheck situation, all of these payday loans, anything to try to get us temporary money. They do us 300, 400, 500% interest rate. That's a lot of stuff that goes on. And this is important for everybody to go ahead and text right now. If you just don't do the digital thing, text my man right now, 918-262-4604. That's right.
That's right. That's
all
it.
Right.
There's a lot of us that don't surf the web. We don't have access. If all you do is text us and we'll stay in contact with you and figure out how to engage with you in a way that we get you information, that we get you what you need, and eventually get you onto the platform. That's the whole point. Texting is a part of our culture as well, and we're not leaving anybody out. If you don't have web access and all you can do is text, if you still have a flip phone and you have to actually press the number 3 times to make a letter, that's okay. We love you too. You know what I'm saying? We want to work with everybody. No one's left out of this platform.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, when y'all gonna come to Chicago and speak to the beautiful people here?
Let's see while we're looking at that thing, because we definitely will be in Chicago. So
come to Chicago for sure.
You know what I'm gonna ask you to do is when they go to the blackwallstreet.com, if they scroll on the home page down to the middle, they'll see Chicago with the date. We haven't specifically specified the place, but we'd love to work with you, DJ, to make sure we get this, to make sure we're in the neighborhood. I want to be in a neutral place, and I actually want in the background some kids to be jumping on a mattress and flipping behind me. So that's the kind of neighborhoods that I'm looking to go in and give some Bitcoin to. So when we show up in Chicago, we want to show up, we want to show out, and we want to teach those individuals who need it the most how to actually gain and understand and maintain the wealth that they're going to have in the very near future, because that's what we're working on. So if you know of a place in Chicago, I'm game to be there, and I'm super excited about that. But I'll get you that date. We'll make sure you have that date.
Okay. And I just want to say then, no flipping. We don't want flips. We don't want anybody to get hurt. And then they do the Black Wall Street. Najah told me to flip, and I landed on my head, and all of a sudden, flip. No.
I grew up flipping in the
mattress. Listen to the information. No flips. No flips.
He's laughing. See, I still, even though I'm a little bit heavy now, I can jump up and down on the mattress. I can't flip no more, but it's all good.
It's all good. I think I went to the website. I think you said at Chicago, May 21st.
Yes, sir. May 21st. Yes, absolutely.
That's 10 days before the centennial of the Black Wall Street Massacre, when we'll be in Tulsa in the Greenwood District. So in my opinion, April is National Financial Literacy Month. Mm-hmm. And then between May and Juneteenth, so literally between now and Juneteenth, to me, it's all about Black and Brown and financial empowerment. This is the window of time. The next 2.5 months, it's all we should be talking about, all we should be thinking about, and figuring out multiple ways that we can support each other financially and build financial foundation and freedom. Najah's famous because they call her Young Harriet. She's leading our people out of financial slavery and financial bondage. And so that is powerful. Yep. We need to take this time between now and Juneteenth to lead our people out of financial bondage.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. This website is another website, cryptoblockchainplug.com. That's another website you need to go ahead and hook up. Tell me about that website one more time.
Crypto blockchain plug. You know how we always have to use the Ebonics, so I shortened it. So C for crypto, B for blockchain, and plug, like you plug something in the wall. cbplug.com. That's our website. It shows all the services that we do in our community. And again, we're looking to bring one of these near to a city near you. So, if you desire to have something like this in your city, please go to our website, let us know. And we are looking for places to host a space such as this for all of the unbanked and those individuals that need to pull up with their cell phone, get that Black Wall Street wallet, and then we put some Bitcoin on there and let them be on their way and let them see that wealth growing and over time doing and continuing to do 200% return. Like, we've never seen anything like this in our lifetime, but we as a people have got to understand it. And I'm no longer trying to convince anybody that this is what they need to do. We need to help people understand the technology, understand what is at stake, and understand that we have a short period of time to either learn or get left. And so that's what we're talking about.
And also help people understand the most effective way to approach it. Now, I'm not going to give you financial advice right now, but I'm going to explain to you the way I approach it and I believe is the best way. For no matter if you have a lot of money, in quotes, or a little, the best way to approach it is dollar cost averaging. It's figuring out how much you can afford to put in on a daily basis. If you can afford $2 a day, $5 a day, $10 a day, $20 a day, $30 a day, or a weekly basis, $5, $10, $30, $100, or a monthly basis, whatever that repetitive piece for you is, on the Black Wall Street wallet, you're going to be able to set up dollar cost averaging, and you can set it and forget it. I don't want people thinking about, was the price up today, price down, where is it? Listen, we got enough stress. What you want to do is know that you are stacking Satoshis by dollar cost averaging. So if the price goes down, you're actually winning. Why? Because every day you're buying, you're getting more Satoshis. A Satoshi is a fractal share of a Bitcoin. For those who don't know that, there are 100 million Satoshis in every Bitcoin. So that's when I say Satoshi, I got to be clear about this. Satoshi is a fractal share. So you set it and you're getting more Satoshis if the price goes down. So you're winning with your investment. If the price goes up, your overall portfolio value goes up. So you're winning. So either way, if you're dollar cost averaging, you're mitigating your downside because you are buying into a down if it goes down. Over time, there'll be major fluctuations. That's why I don't want people worrying about down today, up today. We're not talking about trading. We don't want you to be a trader. We want you to be an investor. Two different things.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Investing. You're taking the money that you would probably spend on shoes or some Jordans, and you're taking that money and you're investing in yourself by buying Satoshis, fractals, Bitcoins, and you put in that and just let it stack. Set it and forget it. All right. Just put it in there. Just think about it like you're just buying a new pair of Jordans, but in the future, you could buy a building with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to do. I thank y'all so much for giving me this information, man. This is so important for our people to get it. And it's hard a lot of times to explain this to people because so many people want to put their money under the bed and just be like, okay, I'm just putting it in the shoebox. I'm not putting it in the bank. I'm not doing nothing.
And you don't blame them for that because they've been ripped off so many times.
Right.
That's the thing. It's like you feel like, dang, everything I do in the community, it's a ripoff. So I just need to put my money in the mattress, because even if I got it in the bank, they charging me $250 a year in fees because of a debit overcharge here or charge there. So we completely understand the mindset of mattress money, no doubt. But now we need to flip that mindset. Now that we have digital wallets and digital opportunities that are extremely low cost to get involved, start getting out of dollars, sell your dollars, and get into ascending value asset classes, of which Bitcoin is one. There are many others. And I'm not telling you to go out and just buy Bitcoin. I'm telling you to do your own research. But get into ascending value asset classes, get out of your dollars.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what I'll
add to that for those of you that are kind of wondering what that whole message looks like coming from me. And again, we're not providing any financial advice, information purposes only. I share with our community to continue doing what you're normally doing. If that's buying real estate or putting money into a 401k, or, if it's doing any of those savings mechanisms, stocks, trading. But what you want to do is add Bitcoin to your portfolio. You just need to add a little bit, just as Hill said, you do your dollar cost averaging, and you put that $200 away a month. You put that $200 away a month, but you just continue doing what you're doing. But watch how this asset class outperforms almost anything that you will ever see in the next 5 to 10 years. And that's almost, and I tell everybody, I bet my life on the fact that this asset class will outperform everything that they've told us to do and everything that they've taught us to do, because what they told us to do and taught us to do, and this is coming from me as an ex-financial advisor, was not designed with us to win in mind. It definitely was not designed for us to win. And so for the first time in history, we have something where we can take control of our finances, and we can do this for us. We can do it for our families. We can do it for our community. If we just understand this new technology, that digital money is here to stay. And no matter what you hear, it's all noise, because they want to make sure that we are the last ones to the party. But it will not be so as long as the Black Wall Street is touring through your city to shout out from the megaphones and the stage with the kids in the back jumping on the mattress. Just know that we are not showing up late to the party. He'll say we can't jump on the mattress. You just watch.
But you can jump, you just can't flip.
But when we show up, though, for real, family, that's what this is about. You understanding the time that we sit in. I mean, just think about, and I just want people to think about, if we had the opportunity to get involved in the internet when it first started. We absolutely did, but most of us were too little, or some of us weren't born to actually be able to capitalize off what took place in that time. But you're here, you're not too late. This cryptocurrency thing is only 12 years in the making, and it has done phenomenal. You're at the very beginning. There's less than 2% of the people in this United States that even know what it is. So we're early. We just got to make sure that our community understands it and learns how to get involved properly without all the scams and the get rich quick, because it ain't about that. And just make sure that you all understand it. So that's what we're here for. Like Hill said, reach out, text message him. He literally will get back to you. The brother told y'all he does everything. Like, I don't know how he does all this, but he does. Mm-hmm. And I'm just super excited to be partnering with him. He is phenomenal. And what you see is really the man. His heart is there. It's no BS. It's no fluff. He literally has been here to walk our community through so many of the times that, and most of us can resonate with him, starting with the message to, the brothers and sisters behind bars. It was for the brothers, but some of us sisters who needed to read it too, or make sure that our boys read it, was incredible. So this is the man to lead the revolution, because he's been here from the beginning, giving our community the real, not really worried about if I say this or be too black, that they won't feature me on TV, or some of the other stuff people run and hide about. Hill is not that one. So I'm super excited to be working with him, and super excited that you allowed us on your show to really talk about what we're doing. What we're doing is incredible. What he's doing and has put together is absolutely incredible.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, people understand this. Black cash matters. All right. The blackwallstreet.com. That's the website you go to. Get on that email. So as soon as the app is available, you are the first to get it. And then just like you said, set it and forget it. All right. Set it and forget it. I know you spend a lot of money on going out to eat and everything. Take that little bit of money every week or every day, $2 a day, $5 a day. Just put it away. Telling you, it's going to be great in the end. I mean, and just keep buying it too. Don't think about the fluctuation, because at one point, Bitcoin was like 40K, then it's 50K, now it's 60, then the 55. It's going to do that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's going to keep on going. Yeah,
absolutely. You only lose if you sell it. The only time you lose money is if you sell it. And I want you all to remember that, because that is the only way. Whatever you buy in Satoshis, you're still gonna own those Satoshis if the price lowers or if the price gets higher. You don't gain any more or less, you just gain the value. And so the only reason you lose is if you sell, and do not sell, because you're gonna kick yourself in 5 to 10 years if you do.
Ooh, you will. You will. Hey, well, I'm gonna leave off with this one with your quote, Hill. You can't have social justice without economic justice, and that's very important for our community, because the main thing that we're doing out here is trying to survive. We're doing everything we can to get money. So a lot of the times these teenagers are taking phones, robbing people because they just need money. So this is a chance for us to be able to build our community, build a place where we can get our teenagers to work, and then for them to save their money and get themselves invested in this digital future that's coming. So I thank you guys for your time, explaining everything, your efforts for the community and everything. Thank you so much for joining us over at Power 92, man. Any other last remarks you want to tell to the people, man?
I'll tell you this. You just made me think, as you were talking about the young brothers and sisters and the decisions and choices that they make, and the idea that we've been trying to. I want us to flip that mindset and say, it's not just, let's not try to survive anymore. Let's try to thrive.
Yes.
And we can, if we actually work together. It's about thriving. These young brothers and sisters, we are going to eventually add components onto the platform where they can see and market and make money and get Satoshis and do all sorts of things. That's part of our roadmap. But we need people to support the platform from the beginning, be the first on there, so that we can start being reactive. Because if someone says, hey, Hill, there's a group of young brothers here that just want some jobs, what can we do? We can then use the platform, right, to actually create those opportunities for them. But if we don't have that connection and understanding and communication, we can't do it. So the way we thrive is to work together. Join this platform. Please, I need you to join this platform, and let's stay in touch.
Absolutely. We will, brother. Thank you again. You all have a blessed day. Thank you. I can't express the thanks that you are from myself and from our community right now. We definitely need that. The blackwallstreet.com, that's where y'all got to go. And this number right here, I'm going to put it down in the comments so y'all can see in the text box, 918-262-4604. If you want to text and get some information, that's 918-262-4604. Najah and Hill, thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Peace and blessings to you. Thank you.
Blessings. Take care.
Power 92.3 FM.